guys, Matthew Movies coming at you again with my latest review, and this time I'm going to be talking about Dirty Grandpa, the movie with Zac Efron and Robert De Niro that came out not too long ago. And I gotta tell you, first off, I'm a big Robert De Niro fan. If you're a movie guy or guy or gal, and you don't like Robert De Niro, I just don't get it. I mean, the list of his amazing performances is as long as my arm, and like even some underrated stuff like Cape Fear, and I loved him. I thought he was hilarious in Meet the Parents, and like so many great movies. And then he's making movies like this. And then you got Zac Efron, which I was never into the High School Musical movies, as you may not be shocked to find out. I never saw the appeal. But then as he kind of became more of an actual man instead of a boy, and starred in like some more serious stuff, or not even more serious stuff, but less musical stuff. Let's put it that way. Except I'm not a musical person at all. I started watching him stuff. I actually think he's got a lot of talent. He's obviously he can sing, he can dance. Guy is obviously good looking, and you're a fool if you try to pretend like that's not the case. But he's really funny in some movies, and he seems to be have a pretty decent actor. I actually really like Zac Efron. Zac Efron. Now that I've seen him in some more stuff, and I'm always happy to check out stuff that he's in, and then he's in this. This movie hooked. There was nothing like. The entire movie, I laughed exactly once, and it's in the last 10 minutes of it, and it's a throwaway joke, and then they just run it into the ground, and I laughed at the first moment of it, and then not again. And this is a bad movie. Maybe you like it, but I gotta tell you, if you do, I don't understand why. Like, it was just, oh, it's hilarious because it's Robert De Niro, and now that he's older, saying gross things, or saying inappropriate things, or sticking his thumb up his grandson's butt. Like, that happens like 20 times in the movie. No, maybe not 20, but at least 10. I mean, yeah, Zac Efron's got clothes on and stuff, but he keeps right up, and like, that apparently is supposed to be hilarious, to the point where it's literally the last gag in the entire movie. They do it again. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, they brought it back. No, it's not funny. The movie sucks. It's just bad. It's so bad. I'd love to be able to sit here and like dissect it and be like, well, if they done this differently or that differently. No, if they just basically didn't make this movie, that would have been better. The idea that Robert De Niro is making garbage like this, and then you got Al Pacino making crap like Jack and Jill. Like, what happened to those two? Like, I've been sad for a long time that people like Sean Connery and others have like retired, and I keep like hoping that they'll come back. Like, Connery's last movie was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, like that's not a good way to go out, dude. But if it saves me from watching him do garbage like this, then all the power to him. And there's also, after he retired, I found out that he has some pretty awful things to say about women. So that made me miss him a little bit less too. But yeah, so bad. If you just stay away from this movie. I can't even qualify it being like, if you're the type of person. No, if you are a human being with eyes and ears, then do not turn this movie on. It sucks. If you feel differently, please let me know in the comments below, and you'll have to do a lot of explaining, because I just can't see anything about this movie that was good. Literally entirely unfunny and unbelievable. Like, there's moments that are so stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some moments that are stupid, but that's like the decision that they made. There's a character that played by Jason Sudeikis, who I actually really like in a lot of stuff and can be really funny, and he's clearly a criminal, but the local police let him get away with everything. And it's silly and it's stupid, but it is what it is, right? And after it's set up, you're like, oh, okay, they're doing that again, right? But then so that you can kind of let stuff like that go. It's a choice, right? But in this movie, there's moments like they spoiler, but don't let this be a spoiler, because don't watch the fucking movie. I shouldn't swear. I try not to swear on these things, but just don't watch this movie. But spoiler if you're a sadomasochist who wants to put themselves through this experience, as I did for no goddamn reason. But there's these two guys who become like the grandson and grandpa's kind of enemies, even though there's no good reason why they should be enemies other than they're jocks and they're not cool. Anyhow, there's a scene where like one of the two guys decides to set them up by sticking drugs in Zac Efron's jacket. And okay, fine, that's a whatever. It's a conceit that we've seen in tons of movies before. It's not very creative, but whatever. You know, at this point, you're not exactly expecting Shakespeare out of this piece of garbage. But the way that they do it is so mind-boggling. The way that he gets away with it is Zac Efron and Robert De Niro and other characters aren't paying attention because they're at a karaoke bar, right? And Zac Efron and the girl who ends up being his love interest are up on the stage and they're singing a song and they're putting their all into it, right? Okay, so that, sure, maybe they're not paying attention, right? Except for the fact that they keep cutting to Zac Efron, who, let's pretend where the person is, like the camera is where the person is doing it. He spends the majority of the scene like this. Maybe, you know, he's not this close, he's probably maybe 10 feet away, but he's singing and the guy is doing it all directly in front of him, and he doesn't stop him, he doesn't do anything. When later in the movie, when the cops show up and bust him, he's like, oh, where did that come from? That's not mine. You watched it, like there's no, like, it'd be one thing if they cut to him and he was so into his song that his eyes were closed. That's not what happens. It's like, he's looking right at him. It's just awful. Just a bad movie. Do not watch it. Or do, I don't care, it's your life, but my lord, so bad, so bad. If you've seen it, let me know what you think, and please, if you like it, please comment, because I would love to hear why. But anyways, have a nice day. And, oh wait, before having a nice day, in the midst of having a nice day, please subscribe if you're new to this channel. I love getting new subscribers, and you know what? That would be great of you. Hey, guess what? Have a nice day.